It's Friday, and I am back in the office. I was in Philadelphia this morning. I had 3 court appearances there in the city, 2 in the Justice Center, 1 at the jail. They are doing preliminary hearings at the detention center there in Philadelphia, and I had some status conferences in Philadelphia CJC for some clients there. So with that said, I came back to New Jersey to take care of some clients here. It is Friday. We did come out with our weekly e-update. In that e-update is my article on the unfortunate Henry Ruggs situation, and we've learned more about that case since my last video on that. We now know allegedly how fast he was going, 156 miles an hour. We also know allegedly what his BAC was. Now that's not confirmed. This is all just what we believe it is based on the reports from police. Obviously, I'm sure his attorneys are going to review those that documentation and that analysis regarding his BAC. In addition, I'm sure that his lawyers, before they get into whether or not the case will be a non-trial disposition, a plea, or whether it's going to be a trial, will review that as well. That's just doing their due diligence. I know that members of the media have already started to talk about how many years in jail he's going to do, but that, again, is simply premature. Obviously, it sounds really bad, the fact that he was going 156 miles an hour when he allegedly struck that car, and he allegedly had 0.16 BAC, which is double the legal limit of 0.08. All this sounds awful. But again, I mean, part of the reason why you hire a criminal defense lawyer is to go through this process and to ensure that the state, or in the case of Pennsylvania, the Commonwealth, has all its facts correct and is able to establish guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. Now, obviously, I'm not trying to downplay this incident or the death that occurred as a result of it. I mean, obviously, I can't imagine being in that victim's family's place, nor do I want to be. But I'm not trying to get into what happened there in terms of morals or ethics. That's not my job. I'm simply bringing to attention what needs to be done from a legal standpoint and what should be done. Obviously, Mr. Ruggs is going to have civil lawsuits from this, and his NFL career appears to be in serious jeopardy if he ever even plays again. At this point, I think that's probably the least of his concerns. He's more worried about possibly doing some serious state prison time. But I'm not going to be a person who's simply going to say he's going to do X number of years. That is simply coming from a place of ignorance, and I wouldn't be doing my job. And I think that my job is to analyze the law, analyze the facts. And if you want some shoot from the hip analysis, well, then go talk to a non-lawyer or a person who doesn't practice criminal law. I think it's easy for these reporters sometimes to say, oh, well, he's going to do 10 years in jail. Well, frankly, you don't know anything. You don't. You cover football, you analyze football games, you may be educated, but you're not educated in this. And even if you have a law degree, which some of these sportscasters claim that they do, and probably they do, it doesn't mean anything. That doesn't mean that you know what's going to happen in this case, because you've probably never even handled a case like this. So before we jump to conclusions, and before we talk about how many years Henry Ruggs could do in jail, it's important to understand that there always needs to be an analysis from a criminal standpoint. And if it is a plea, it's his attorney's job to offer up as much mitigation as possible, just like it's the prosecution's job to offer as much aggravation as possible, which I'm sure they're going to do through victim impact statements and things of that nature. So if you have questions about a DUI charge or just a charge in general, whether it be in Pennsylvania or New Jersey, 215-755-9000 in Pennsylvania, 856-793-7429 in New Jersey, the website gambonelaw.com, a tremendous resource for you and your family. All of my books, my blogs, my videos are available there. In addition to our criminal practice, we are now coming out with our weekly e-update. In our estate planning practice, there's a different website for that. You will start to see more and more information about that. And that website, we are very proud of it. Estate planning is an area that we've always handled, but coming up in 2022, we look forward to expanding that practice for our existing clients and their families. It's a very good area that I believe needs addressing. And I believe that there's a need in the community in Pennsylvania and New Jersey for more estate planning lawyers. So we're planning to offer that to our clients. One thing, if you have questions, 215-755-9000 in Pennsylvania, 856-793-7429 in New Jersey. It's the weekend, it's Friday. Please don't drink and drive. If you are stopped for suspicion of DUI, be respectful to the officer, but do not refuse the chemical test, but also never consent to the search of a vehicle or your person. Remember, giving consent negates all your constitutional rights. So once again, have a good weekend. If you're in trouble, give us a call. We're available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The best time to hire a lawyer is immediately after an arrest. Never assume bail's not going to be an issue. So once again, 215-755-9000 in Pennsylvania, 856-793-7429 in New Jersey. Have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you all very soon.